Hey Nature Peeps! Today we are going to get wild and talk about Staghorn Sumac. So, this is a native plant that grows in my area. Unfortunately, not really close by. It is in the same family as cashews, poison ivy, and mangoes. Now, even though they're related to these plants, they are not in the same genus. There are around 150 species of sumac all around the world, with 14 species being right here in the United States of America. Now, this tree can grow to 33 feet tall. I don't think I've ever seen it quite that tall, but anyway. More often than not, they are a shrub. The stem or trunk gets to be 10 to 12 inches in diameter. The leaves are compound with 11 to 31 leaflets. The flowers are in clusters and they are yellow to greenish in color. The fruits, which is what is in my picture, are fuzzy and reddish in color, and each one holds one seed, just like a cherry or a peach. It often grows in open areas, alongside roadsides, savannas, and fence rows. They tend to bloom June through July, depending upon where the plant grows. Left on its own, this plant can form thickets. Seed heads can last through the winter. Wildlife feed on this plant, including including but not limited to bobwhite and turkey. For those of you that don't know, bobwhite is a quail. Some butterflies and moths do feed on this plant, including such things as luna moths and cecropia moths, as well as spring azure butterflies. Now, this plant is deciduous. In autumn, the leaves go red, very beautiful red. Now, before I get into the video, you need to be careful when foraging because plants can be confused for other plants, and eating the wrong plants can make you sick or even kill you. Try going out with an expert if you can. Using a plant medicinally can cause side effects relating to the medicines that you might already be on. Remember, you could be allergic to any wild plants, so use at your own risk. And that goes for eating them as well. This video is put out for entertaining, educational purposes and does not contain necessarily instructions for use. So yeah, that being said, this shrub or small tree is edible. That being said, the berries are edible, and once they're ripe, they can be used. Often this plant is used to make a lemonade-like drink. The older the fruits get, though, the less flavor they have. Also, you should not use this plant right after it rains. These fruits are not at their best in the spring of the following year. So if they're still on in the spring, don't use them. Young shoots are also edible and can be eaten raw. Medicinally, this plant has been used as a cough syrup. It's used to make infusions that are used to be gargled with to help combat sore throats. And the berries are also high in vitamin C. Now, I do want to talk for a second about the plant itself. Now, you'll notice that on the bottom one, the leaves are not serrated, they're smooth, whereas the one that's off to its all lonesome there, it is toothed. These plants do have serrated leaves, or at least toothed leaves. If you find a plant and it doesn't have the berries on it, and the leaves are smooth, do not use it. You do not have Staghorn sumac. Its berries will be hairy and red. If they're smooth leaves, meaning they're not toothed, and the berries are white, do not touch that plant. You have poisoned sumac.